You're listening to Done. I'm David Stiernholm, and today we're diving into the art of job crafting, a game changer for turning burnout into breakthrough. But first, what are your first overboard tasks? You know, those tasks that you can ditch first when you have too much to do and you realize that you won't be able to do everything. In a short video, I show you how to find them and how to quickly get rid of them. You'll find a link to the video in the show notes. When the time when you'd benefit the most from changing your work habits is the highest, the threshold to do so may also be at its highest. You have so much to do right now. You're so tired and there's no energy left for anything other than the essentials. All the more reason to make the change that you know is needed right now. In a completely fresh study, to which you'll find a link in the show notes, researchers Xie, Li, Zhang, and Yu found that people who daily engage in what they call job crafting are more alert and less tired at the end of the day compared to others. Job crafting is simply to develop your work in small steps often. Every day you refine how you work so that your job fits you as well as the organization you're working for. 3 other researchers named Berg, Dutton, and Rzesniewski described that job crafting at least involves one of 3 kinds of changes. The first, you change the scope of the work by taking on additional tasks or letting go of tasks. The second, you change the relationships with your colleagues. For example, taking more initiative to involve them in your work than before and helping them more. And the third, you change how you view your work tasks. For example, paying more attention to yourself for what the work leads to in a larger perspective, such as helping people who have been in an accident compared to handling damage reports. What's extra interesting, I think, is that the aforementioned researchers found that for job crafters, the recovery also occurred during the workday and not only outside of work after the end of the day. The refinement of the work contributed to the recovery. Do this. If you recognize that there's a lot going on and you know that there are things in the way you work that you could benefit from changing, make the change today. If there's no particular change you have planned to make later, be open during the day to thoughts like, I'd benefit from having a template here, or it would be easier if or here's that document I always have to look for, or something similar. Instead of thinking, yeah, I'll get to that when things calm down. Take action now. If the change is big, at least take the first step. Commit to refining, changing, and improving one thing every day so that you make it a habit to always shape your job. Because if you engage in job-forming activities, you will, according to the mentioned study, feel more alert and less tired at the end of the day. You also get recovery during intensive days, and not least, your work will become better and better, more and more the way you want it. What changes do you make as a job crafting today? Write to me at david@stiernholm.com and tell me. I always want to get new ideas and things I can refine in my work, so I welcome your tip warmly. And that's all for today. See you again next week.